Fernande van Tets, our correspondent in the Hague. Hello to you, Fernande. What has reaction been to Trump's new executive order?
So, of course, the Netherlands, the host country of this court, has condemned it, saying that the court needs to be able to continue its impartial work. That was from the Dutch Foreign Minister, Casper Veldkamp, on Twitter. The court itself has also reacted, saying that these sanctions threaten its important, impartial and judicial work. It says it stands by its personnel, by its staff members, and calls on the 125 state parties to the International Criminal Court to also stand up for justice. We've had a reaction from Hungary. Viktor Orban, he is saying that he is considering leaving the court, but mostly we've had expressions of support. The court itself had warned in its opening just last week. The court ICC president had said that she is seeing that there are attacks being held against the court. And actually 9 countries just a few weeks ago announced, a group of 9, those countries include Malaysia and South Africa, which of course started proceedings against Israel at the International Court of Justice, another court, that they're standing up for justice and that they're wanting to protect the international justice system. So condemnation so far mostly, but these sanctions will hit individuals working at this court. They will no longer be able to travel to the United States, and the assets there will be frozen, and we still don't know who exactly will be hit.
Yeah, and anyone who saw Trump's first term, no surprise that he's not a fan of the ICC. How do the sanctions this time around differ from what he did in his first term?
So the first time around, you'll remember he issued ICC sanctions against Fatima Bensouda, who was the ICC prosecutor at the time, and another senior top official. That was over a potential case investigating war crimes by US soldiers in Afghanistan. That case was actually dropped, and Biden also got rid of those sanctions pretty quickly. Who exactly will be targeted this time around? We do not know. That list has not been given out. Karim Khan, the current ICC prosecutor, certain to be on that list. They're also talking about targeting of US allies. I think the timing of this announcement is also interesting. Benjamin Netanyahu, who of course had an arrest warrant issued by the ICC against him in November with his former defense chief Yoav Gallant. Netanyahu is in the United States right now as these sanctions were announced. However, it could be much worse. Just last week in the Senate, a much more far-ranging sanctions package against the ICC faltered. That would have hit also US companies, for example, Microsoft, which the court uses to run its IT systems. That could have been much more far-ranging. So how exactly these sanctions will hit the staff and how many people will be affected is still to be seen. But of course, it is part of a larger assault on the ICC by the United States. They're obviously not a state party. They never have been, and neither is Israel. But the court has found ways to exert its jurisdiction, and that is most prominent in these cases against Netanyahu and Gallant over war crimes potentially committed in Gaza, because Palestine has become a party to this state court.